Check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. Welcome. I want to thank all of you for supporting us, the Realm of Hearing California. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I look around and I see all my friends, family, and I feel very blessed. We are very blessed to have you by our side in our good and bad times, and in times that we need, and in times that we are asking for help. It really means a lot to me. And so thank you again. One more time, put your hands together for yourselves. Thank you so much. For those who might not know who we are, my name is Ray Mirzabegian. This is my wife, Arsineh. We started the California chapter of the Realm of Caring Foundation in 2013, and all because of our little girl, Emily, my daughter, who's going to be 13 soon. And Emily has a pretty severe form of epilepsy called Dravet syndrome that basically does not respond to medications. And Emily has had, if we had to guess, let's say about 30,000 seizures in her lifetime so far. And at times she's had 120 seizures a day. And at best times with multiple medications on board, she's had about 40, 45 seizures a day. Or a week, a month, I'm sorry. And so this journey began when Emily was 5 months old, and we tried all kinds of treatments, pharmaceutical medications, stem cell treatments, all kinds of alternative treatments, and nothing seemed to help her. And we were at a point at our 9th neurologist where we were retrying the same treatments and same options to see if maybe we'll have a luck or chance again. And unfortunately they weren't helping, and she kept having seizures, and we really were hopeless. And this was about 2013, I think, and this is when we landed upon a documentary on CNN by Dr. Sanjay Gupta called Weed, that was about a little girl whose name is Charlotte in Colorado, who had the same condition as Emily, and she was having daily seizures, multiple, and nothing was helping. And she had been given this specific strain of medical marijuana that she tried, and a few drops of this, and her seizures almost immediately stopped and reduced by a significant number. And so this landed her on a documentary on CNN. We all saw it, most of us saw it. We saw this documentary as hopeless parents. This sparked hope for us. I was teaching at college. I was an opticianry teacher at that time. I didn't know anything about cannabis, actually. We didn't. And so I went on a journey. I went on a journey to find this cannabis oil for my daughter in hopes that it will help her, just like it helped Charlotte in Colorado. And I tried a lot of products. I actually went from San Diego to Oakland and purchased cases and cases of cannabis products and cannabis oils, and we would just come home and just give it to Emily without knowing what we were doing. And Emily would get high and happy, and she would be hallucinating. She was a happy child, I'll tell you that much. But unfortunately, her seizures were not really under control still. And it was real quickly that I figured out that we don't really know what we're doing, that there has to be a system, there has to be some kind of a structure, some guidance, somebody, some group, some organization that has to help parents like us to figure out what to do. But before we did that, I landed in Colorado, desperate father looking to help my daughter, and I met Josh Stanley, and we had a conversation, and he told me, he actually educated me in about 20 minutes that everything I wanted was illegal, that I cannot take anything from Colorado to California, and I came back empty-handed. And I came back, continued the journey of looking for cannabis oil in California. Unfortunately, back then, CBD was a new discovery. It still is, but back then you really couldn't find much in California. And I landed back in Colorado several times, about 8 times actually. I met Joel Stanley, I met all the brothers. I got to meet Charlotte, Paige, her mom. I got to meet my good friend Heather, who's here tonight. She just got here from Colorado. I love you.
I love you more.
And you know what? Through this journey, I finally got to try Charlotte's Web, this CBD strain or product for Emily, and it almost immediately reduced her seizures by 50%. And that was all I needed to know. That was it. And And that was a changing moment. That was the moment where I realized that we have to do something to help Emily have access to this product, and we have to do something to help everybody else in California that needs this product. So it started with Emily. In fact, I remember maybe in the beginning of 2013, it was me, Heather, Arsi, Cindy, Nazi, Allison. They're all here. You're gonna get to meet all of them tonight. And we were just a father and four mothers who were desperate to help their children. And we went on a journey and we said, you know what? We don't care about what the federal law has to say. We have to save our children's life. We're gonna do anything we can. We decided that we're gonna do everything we can to do this the right way. We're not gonna go to jail over this because that's not how it's done. It's not fair. We said, yeah, we're gonna give this to our kids, but we're gonna work very hard to change laws, change policy, open eyes, open hearts of the policymakers, the medical community, and we got to work. We all got to work, and we've come such a long way, and we've got to meet so many brave and wonderful children and parents and families through this journey, and some of them are here, and you're gonna meet all of those people also. And so, I don't know, sometime in the middle of 2013, we said there has to be a place, an organization that helps families like us who need help to figure out where to buy this product, have safe access to it, how to dose it, is there interactions with medications or not, how to talk to your doctor, how to go to your child's neurologist and tell them that we want to start using cannabis oil without getting in trouble. And so on. I mean, there were so many things and factors that we were thinking about and dealing with. And so we did. We came together with the help of our national foundations organization, the Realm of Care in Colorado, and National Heather. We formed the California chapter in 2013. And we said, you know what? There are other people. It's not just Emily. It's not just Robbie. It's not just Kiana. There was a lot of people who needed it. So we said, let's talk about it on Facebook. Why not? It's the platform. Everybody's using it for everything else. Let's use it for this. So I went on in 2013 and we started a group called Pediatric Cannabis Group of California, and we said we're working on getting Charlotte's Web for our daughter and for whoever is interested. Anybody else interested or not? Let's start a waiting list. Let's see if there are other Californians who need this. And I'm telling you, we had a waiting list as big as 12,700 people in a few months. I mean, people just jumped and they were excited, they needed an option. So, sure, we had a waiting list, a big waiting list, thanks to the Stanley brothers, whom some of them are here. Thank you so much, guys, for coming all the way from Colorado. Through the help of the Stanley brothers and Heather and the Realm of Caring Foundation, we knocked out that waiting list over a year ago. There is no more waiting list. Everybody has access to it. So, you see that art gallery and those portraits of those brave heroes over there? Those are all our clients, some of them, we have a lot of them. Those are the ones who make us do what we do every day. And let's go back to Emily. Emily, when I started this journey with RC of CBD and cannabis oil in 2013, was on 4 medications. These were the 13th medication, and we were trying combinations at this point. We were trying to go back to the same medications that had not helped her and putting them into a cocktail to see if maybe there will be a difference. But we were talking about 2 benzodiazepines and 2 regular other seizure medications. Emily was loaded on meds. She was having seizures every single day of her life. But more than that, she had absolutely no quality of life. And from the people who are here who know us and have seen Emily from 3-4 years ago, we couldn't take Emily out anywhere. She couldn't even look at the swimming pool. She couldn't go to school. She was just zoned out. And unfortunately, you know, she was going through this without any help. And today Emily is almost medication free. She's taking a tiny, tiny dose of Depakote, and she's having and she's having 1 seizure a week on average, and she goes to school. More importantly, she is a happy, happy child. She is so happy, she has a quality of life, she eats whatever she wants. And this is what CBD and cannabis oil did for us. It did the same thing for hundreds of other families that I am so blessed to work with every day of my life. And so, thank you so much for coming and supporting us. A lot of these families that we're helping cannot afford to buy this potentially life-saving medicine for their children. I'm telling you, this could be a life-saving medication for them. It was life-saving for my child. It saved their life. They can't afford it. It's not cheap. Insurance does not cover this stuff. We're trying to do it as cheap as possible for these families, but it still adds up, okay? And so, through the realm of caring, we have a financial assistance program. It's a grant that goes to families who qualify for financial assistance to buy these products for their children. This is a program called Realm Cares, and tonight is all about that. Tonight is to ask for your help to help many of these applicants and families who really are counting on you guys and on us to help their children. And I'm hopeful that you guys will dig deep and help us and help these children tonight. Thank you so much again for being here. I really appreciate it. So tonight's program is going to consist of some awards to recipients that I want you all to meet, and they've been instrumental in everybody's lives, all these kids that we're talking about, in making this happen in California and nationwide. Tonight we're also gonna get to hear testimonies from some of our clients that we've helped, some of these heroes that have touched our lives. I want you to meet them and hear their stories. We're gonna have some great, fantastic musical performances. We have some fantastic, great food coming out. And then I have some video productions for you to also look at. But most importantly, tonight is about raising funds for these families. So I'll be back up on the stage throughout the night to talk to you more about helping us. And I hope that you will. Thank you so much again. Thanks for being here.